So we will continue with Arjuna Ratha. As we saw in the beginning itself, Arjuna Ratha and Draupadi Ratha share the same Upapitham. On that, both Rathas are built. So I am not explaining about the base portion because it's the same Adhishtanam that is there. The Stupi has come over here, so they have not taken it from here and placed it on top. So this is Upapitha, and on top of the Upapitha, the Adhisthana is there. Whatever Adhisthana till now we have seen. Now Upana, Jagati, Kumuda, that type of Adhisthana that ends with the Pattika, that Adhisthana is called as Padabadha Adhisthana. That Adhisthana, this type of Adhisthana, whatever till now, whatever Adhisthana we have seen, that is called as Padabadha Adhisthana, because there are many types of Adhishthanas. Under Padabadha also classifications are there. Totally there are 64 types of Adhishthanas that are there. So this is one type of Adhishthanam, and it is till now whatever we saw is the general basic Adhishthanam that is called as the Padabadha Adhisthana. And on top, if you look at the superstructure, as you can see, it's a two-story, and then there is the Shikhara. So Dvitala Vimanam is there. And the Shala Karnakudu, Shala Karnakudu, Shala Karnakudu arrangements are here. And the Shikhara, as we saw yesterday, it is octagonal in nature. So when a Shikhara is octagonal, that Shikhara will be called as Dravida Shikhara. Okay. So the Vimana is again classified only based on the Shikhara usually. Therefore, the Vimana itself can be called as Dravida Vimana. That is in general sense. So if a Shikhara is 8-sided, then it is a Dravida Shikhara. If a Shikhara is square or 4-sided, then it is a Nagara Shikhara. If the Shikhara is round or round, then it is called as, if it is spherical, it is called as Veshara Shikhara. So Nagara, Dravida and Veshara. But Nagara is 4, Dravida is 8. Therefore, technically, the Shikhara is Dravida Shikhara. But the Vimana, if you see, all the Talas are Nagara, 4-sided. But the Shikhara is Dravida. Therefore, it is a Dravida Nagara Mishra Vimana. Mishra means mixture. So the first, whatever occupies that meets the eye is major. First thing is the classification as per Shastra should be done only with the Shikhara. So Shikhara is Dravida. So in a general sense, we can call this a Dravida Vimana. But still, because the Talas are Nagara and the Shikhara is Dravida, it will be called technically as Dravida Nagara Mishra Vimana. Okay. Moving on. Sorry, again this problem with slide navigation is there. Not moving. Yeah. Okay. Now I am coming to the back side of the same shrine. Now here, if you can notice yesterday what we have seen, this is a Kodipalai on top of the Shikhara. Okay. Now I'm not going into the superstructure elements because we already discussed. Now here what I want to introduce is, see, if you notice the projection and recession in the wall portion of of the Padavarga, here if you notice the projection and recession, the Nibram that is there and the Antari, what is going inside, there is a pattern that we are able to observe. Can you guess what it is? Can you guess what it is? Yes, Matthew.
Is it because the two Kudya Stambhas and the Nasikas, and this becomes a separate temple formation? So to give a distinction between these three, there is a recession inside. Is it because of that?
Okay, you are saying to differentiate between this figure, and this figure.
No, this entire thing, like from the Shala to the Nasika to the Kudya Stambha, this becomes a separate
Oh, you're saying
thing,
this
right?
is a separate temple, this is a separate temple, that's a separate temple.
Not a separate temple, but
Shrine.
not necessarily shrine. Yeah.
No, this has only one shrine. This temple is dedicated to only one god, only one shrine is there.
Mm-hmm.
So no.
No, to form a unit.
Kostam சொல்ல முடியாது. This is not a kostam.
No, but the starting point.
Proto Costa. Okay.
Start creating niches kind.
Niche nu சொல்ல முடியாது. This is not a proper niche. Okay, you can say that, but I'm not asking you about the technical feature at all. I'm only asking you about the pattern that you are able to observe. Okay, I'll tell you. So the pattern is
Okay.
compare the superstructure and the wall. So you see that wherever there is a Karanakudu or the Shala or the Karanakudu, so whenever there is a main feature on top, that portion, corresponding portion in the Padavarga takes a Nidra.
Oh yeah, that's what I was trying to. I wasn't able to properly tell you.
Articulate. Okay. So wherever
Yeah.
there is a Harantara, that
Mm-hmm.
takes a Antari, that becomes, goes, that takes a recession.
Okay.
Okay, so this kind of dividing the wall based on Kudu and Shala is introduced here. So when the Kudu ends here, here the Kudu becomes Karna Kudu. So here what happens? This wall, when it is separated based on Karna Kudu's position, that is called as the Karnapati. So this Dwarapalaka and this Dwarapalaka, not Dwarapalaka, these two royal figures who are there are in the Karnapati, and this person is in the Shalapati. This elephant fellow, this portion is called as the Shalapati. So whatever is there under the Shala is Shalapati, whatever is there under the Kudu is Karnapati. So this is how later in the Chola architecture this becomes very, very prominent. You take Tanjavur temple, you take Dharasuram, you take Gangaikonda Solapuram. Every temple, when you just look at the wall, you can see that there is a lot of projection, recession, projection, recession, projection, recession. Why does that pattern, zigzag pattern, keeps forming? How do they, do it? Is when you just lift your head and look at the superstructure, you will be able to guess. Oh, it is very symmetric to the Shala Kudu, whatever is there in the first Tala. So that Shalapati Karanapati division is introduced here. It becomes very, very prominent when we go to Chola architecture. So when you are maybe working out a plan, then you will understand that it is, you don't even have to measure. Once you just look at the Prastara, and then you can just, if you remember this, you can just draw it outline. Next. So these are the figures that are there. They have planned for a Pranala, or maybe this is a later addition, we do not know. These are Indrakanta Kudyastambhas, if you can see. Yeah, 16 sides. So Indrakanta Kudyastambhas. Okay, this is Garuda and Vishnu. This is a royal couple. Here there are lots of theories as to who they are. A royal person, two ladies, just beautiful two ladies. You can just stand before them for hours together. So beautiful. And then here there's a sage, an old man, and a boy who is here. So this probably is Indra. According to me, I think should be Indra. Some scholars consider this as Subramanya also, because he is also on an elephant. This is the other side where there are two royal couples and two people who are having chamaras in their hands, in their shoulders. And this is Vrishabhantika Shiva. Vrishaba is there. Antika means to be nearby. So this is Vrishabhantika Shiva. And in the Ganamala, you can see here very beautifully. In the Valabhi, you can see the Ganamala that is there. So again, here also notice this is the Karnapati, this is the Shalapati, this is the Karnapati. So they've done beautiful. Nibras are based only on Shalapati and Karnapati. So here, if you see in the Adhisthana portion, it does not alternate. So here, it is all Padabadha Adhisthana only. In the Shalapati or Karnapati, it does not alternate. But then when you go to Chola architecture, even in early Cholas, what will happen is, whenever there is a Nibra that is coming out, this portion will be a different kind of Adhisthana, this portion will be a different kind of Adhisthana. This will be number 2, this will be number 1. Number 2, number 1. So therefore, that kind of differences in Adhishtanas is allowed, and it is generally, because it has to be symmetric and not random, generally what they will do is, in the Antari, they will put up one type of Adhisthana, in the Nibra, they will put up one more type of Adhisthana. So that is how it will happen in Chola architecture. So I'm just giving you a precursor to all of that in Pallava itself. Now we move on to probably one of the most important rathas that are there, which is the Dharmaraja Ratha. it is a Tritala Vimana. If you can see, it's a Tritala. 3 stories are there, and it is the first Sandhara type. What is that? I will tell you now. The Bitti. Can anybody tell me what the name of this type of a wall is? Yesterday we saw. Don't refer to your notes.
What type of wall?
Wall. There is a specific name for this type of a wall where the wall breaks, then stambhas come, wall continues, stambhas come.
Kerala.
Langula Bitti.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So there is a Tritala, and on top the Shikara. What Shikara is this?
Dravida.
Okay. What Vimana is this technically?
Nagara.
Dravida Nagara Mishra Vimana.
Oh yeah, together. Yes.
Correct. So it is Dravida Shikara, Dravida Nagara Mishra Vimana. Okay. Here if you see, one more classification is there. If it is an 8-sided Shikara, it is also called as Vishnu Chanda. It is also called as Vishnu Chanda. So it is a Dravida Vimana. Dravida Nagara Mishra Vimana is correct because the Shikara is Dravida, all the Talas are Nagara, therefore Dravida Nagara Mishra Vimana. Otherwise, because of the Shikara only, the whole Vimana will be classified usually, as I said. Dravida Shikara can also be called as Vishnu Chanda. Vishnu Chanda is when every element is having 8 sides, but it is not there, therefore it is a Vishnu Chanda Mishraka Vimana. Can also be called as Vishnu Chanda Mishraka Vimana. Okay, so there are 2 haras in the base tala. If you see the first tala, then there is a Karnakuta and 3 haras and Karnakuta. Then there is a Karnakuta, 2 haras and Karnakuta. Then Karnakuta, Hara, Karnakuta and Shikara. So this we did not observe anywhere else. Till now, whatever we have seen, the ornamentation, the size has reduced. If you see in Arjuna Ratha, here if you see, there are 2 stories, but Karnakuta, Shala, Karnakuta, Karnakuta, Shala, Karnakuta, the Shala size has reduced there. But in Dharmaraj Ratha, what happens? The number of size remains the same, but number of Shalas keep reducing. This also is there. There is a classification that is there, but that will be too technical now. Let us not go into all of that. But you can see the differentiation that is happening between Arjuna Ratha and Dharmaraj Ratha. Okay, so the 2 haras of first and second tala, that is the harmi, that is the hara, be it the Karnakuta, Harantara, Shala, this whole railing. Behind this, there is a Pradakshina Patha. One can go around, and everywhere there are wonderful sculptures on top also. There is also a Pakshashila and Sopana that is there to reach the second tala and the third tala, and everywhere inside there is a Somaskanda Murti and a temple inside the first floor, second floor also. But today we cannot go inside and see, that's a different thing. But it is there. So that so much work has been done in these, even in the first, second and third floors. Okay, so that portion that comes in the first and second and third floor, where one person can go and walk, that pathway, that's circumambulation path in the first, second, third floors. So that is called as the Alinda. Alinda. Okay, so yes, so we have already seen how the arrangement is made as Shala, 3 Karnakutas and Karnakutas, like that it is good. So okay, the wall portion, as we saw, it is a Bhitti with a breakage in between. This breakage, and then the wall continues like an L, and then there is a breakage again. The wall continues like an L, breakage again. So this Bhitti is also called as Bahya Bhitti. Bahya is outer. So just for the outer marcation, the wall is there. Otherwise, it's not there. So this wall type is, it is called as Bahya Bhitti or Langula Bhitti. Langula is like a plow. A plow will have just or L mari or shape and then one stick, you know. So like that. Therefore, it is called as Langula Bhitti. Okay. So Simhapada Vishnukanta Stambhas are here. 8-sided Simhapada Stambhas. Simhapada Vishnukanta Stambha. And the Kutya Stambhas, if you see, it is a Simhapada Brahmakanta Kutya Stambha. Okay. Now, Yeah. One thing I want to introduce. This is the first time probably where a Vimana like this is being done. The Vimana classification, one more classification of Vimanas is called as Sandhara Vimana and Nirandhara Vimana. It is Sandhara Vimana or Nirandhara Vimana. So when you talk about Sandhara Vimana, it means inside a single temple plan, single Vimana, there is a place for circumambulation also. Now when you take Arjuna Ratha, the circumambulation path is there. You want to do Pradakshinam of Arjuna Ratha, you can do a Pradakshinam. On the Upapitam, there is enough space for a person to do a Pradakshinam and come. But then that Pradakshina Patha is there, but it is not in part of inside the Vimana. It is outside the Vimana. So, but then in Dharmaraja Ratha plan, if you see, what happens is that circumambulation path is inside the Vimana itself. Inside the superstructure itself, one person can enter and do a good Pradakshinam and come. So therefore, this type of a Vimana is called as Sandhara Vimana. Now, when this is not there, suppose Arjuna Ratha, then that will be called as Nirandhara Vimana. When a Pradakshina Patha is not there, it will be called as Nirandhara Vimana. When it is there, it will be called as Sandhara Vimana. So the Sandhara, in Kailashanatha, if you go, there is a beautiful Sandhara. First, very vibrant and, but it is still very short. That Sandhara is there. Tanjavur Periya Kovil Brihadishwara temple of Rajaraja, the Sandhara becomes very huge. And the first ground floor and first floor also he makes a Sandhara. Many artworks are there in the Sandhara, unfortunately not accessible to us today. So that Sandhara Vimana is there. One more, if you see, this temple, as you can see here, is accessible from all four sides. Correct? All four sides one can enter the temple and go and see the god. So if that is there, then the temple is classified as Sarvato Bhadra. It is classified as Sarvato Bhadra. So all the temples that we see, huge temples that we see today, has 4 gateways and all of that. Therefore, they are all Sarvato Bhadra. The temple structure or the this thing is called as Sarvato Bhadra Vimana. Sarvato Bhadra Alaya. This is the sketch done by Britishers. So it's from ASI. Now the Adhishtanam of here till now we saw what we saw was only Padabadha Adhishtana. But here, if you observe, we will be getting into a new type of Adhishtana called as Kapota Baddha Adhishtana. You know what a Kapota is? This one. So this element, if you see here, it comes in the Adhishtanam also. So instead of the Pattika, here Kapota has come. Correct? So that is called as Kapota Baddha Adhishtana. Kapota Baddha Adhishtana. So there is a below the Upana also there is one more element that is here. That is called as Kandhara. Kandhara means shoulder in Sanskrit. So this is like holding up the whole temple like you are carrying a weight on your shoulder. Therefore Kandhara, and on top of that there is an Upana. Upana is also called as Mahapatti. And on top of that there is a Jagati. And on top of that there is a Tripatta Kumuda. And there is a then there is what happens is there is a Gala. Then this is called as a Kampa. The Kampa that is there, nothing, we have already seen the Kampa. Here they are naming it as Gala and Urdhva Kampa or Adho Kampa and Urdhva Kampa. Then ignore the name Gala for the moment. Just remember this as Kampa, Kantha and Kampa. Okay. So this is Kampa, which is Adho Kampa. I am still giving you another name. So when the Kampa, Kantha, Kampa, you are already familiar. Please listen carefully. The Kampa, Kantha and Kampa element, you are already familiar. The Kampa, there are 2 Kampas, isn't it? One in the lower end, one in the upper end. So the lower end Kampa is called as Adho Kampa. It's called as Adho Kampa. And the Kampa that is there on the top of the Kantha is called as Urdhva Kampa. So till now, the Kandhara, Mahapatti, Jagati, Tripatta Kumuda, Adho Kampa, Gala or Kantha, and then you have the Urdhva Kampa. And then here you would have had before you would have had a Pattika only. Instead, here you are having the Kapota. What you usually see in the Prastara is there in the Adhisthana also. This is called the Kapota. Okay, and then you have another Kampa here, a Gala here. This is called as Pratimukha. And then you have the Vajana. Vajana is nothing but Pattika. Vajana and Pattika are Paryaya Padas. Both are same. We have already seen what a Pattika is. That railing is called as a Pattika. Correct? Now this Pratimukha is to be decorated with the Vyalas and Hastis as per Kashyapa Shilpa Shastra. That is why it is there. So Kandhara, Mahapatti, Jagati, Tripattakamudha, Adhokampa, Kantha, Udhakampa, Kapota, Kampa, Kantha, Pratimukha, Vajana or Pattika. These are the elements of a Kapota Baddha Adhisthana. Okay. So Adhisthana varieties, how they vary, because everything cannot have such variations. Instead, here what happens is based on the proportion. So when you take the whole Adhisthana to be 24, then that will be again divided into 8 for the Jagati, 7 for the Kumuda, 1 for the Kampa, 3 for the Kantha, 1 for the Urdhva Kampa, 3 for the Vedi, and 1 for the Pattika. Like that, when you differentiate, when you take the whole thing and differentiate the proportions of the measurements, then various varieties you get, and that is why some temples the same elements are looking stout, some temple they are looking slender. All of this have different names, but we are not considering it for now. Beautiful sculptures are there, Brahma, as you can see, and there is matchless Ardhanarishwara that is there. This is a shloka of Adi Shankara. I just wanted to narrate it together. Janat Konat Kankana Nupurayai. So she is having a beautiful Nupura or a golus that she is wearing. And look how beautifully she is wearing bangles that she is wearing. But then Padabja Rajat Phani Nupuraya. This is such a beautiful golden anklet and golden bangle she is wearing. But this fellow is having snakes as his ornaments. Padabja Rajat Phanino Puraya, Hemangadayai Bhujagangadaya. She is wearing beautiful gold ornaments, and this fellow in the same color, he is having poisonous snakes. Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya. That female and male combination, that beauty that you are, both to Shiva and Shivaya, I offer my obeisances, says Adi Shankaracharya. So this is probably Subramanya. There are titles of the king that are inscribed. Shri Prithvisara, Shri Bharaha. Yes, Shri Bharaha. Okay. So this story, this main panel, everybody would have seen. This is the Gangavatara, the depiction of the arrival of Ganges. I'm not going into the story deep. It is Bhagirath who is doing a tapasya here, and Shiva says, "I will release Ganga from my hair." And this is the crevice that is there in the middle is Ganga coming down, and there are many Nagas who are coming up to worship Ganga. All the wild animals like monkeys and the elephants and swans are all coming to see Ganga and to drink water. And there are many rishis who are doing tapasya and all of that. And here there is a temple of Badrinath or Badri Narayana that is depicted here. So till Badrinath there is Devaloka. From Badrinath it is Bhuloka. So Ganga is coming down and then she is flowing to Bhuloka like this. So this is Ganga, the crevice. Okay, but for us what is important is, look at the Badrinath temple that is here. All the Shadvargas are here. Adhisthana, Padavarga, Prastara, Griva, Shikara, Stupi. All Shadvargas are depicted here. It is a Shadvarga Sahita Ekatala Nagara Vimana. It's a Ekatala Nagara Vimana, four-sided Vimana, Nagara Vimana. Okay, there are Alpanasikas, and then there is a Kapota, and there is a Vyala Vari. This type of a Vyalas put in a line, it is called as Vyala Vari. This is what I told as Nakula Padam in the class beginning. In the Griva, with the Nasi, under the Nasi, if you have something like this, or under the Pancharam, if you have something like this, Nakula Padam. Okay, Nasika is there, Shakti Dvajam is there. And this is the Kodi Palai or Valli Mandala. And inside is Vishnu, Badrinath. So as of now, we have seen Ekatala Vimanas alone. Inside the Kukshinasika of Sahadeva Ratha, you have the Skanda Kanta Vimana. The Shadvarga Nagara Vimanas are there both in two sides of Ramanuja Ratha, which we have already, Ramanuja Mantapa, Sorry, there is a mistake. Ramanuja Mantapa that we have already seen. Then the Shadvarga Nagara Vimana just now we saw in Ganga Avatarana. Then there is a Vesara Vimana inside Ganesha Ratha. Okay, inside Ganesha Ratha. And near the seashore temple, inside Bhimaratha also there was a Vesara Vimana we saw. And in near the seashore temple there is one Vesara Vimana like this. So these are Ekadala Vimanas that we get from all over Mahabalipuram, either inside as a bar relief or separately, only one is separate. Otherwise, everything is like a relief inside some other. Okay, sorry. Yes. So with that, today's session is